Jay always getting
That
out
was
of
a
hand.
tough verse.
No, it was.
What, Jay's verse?
Who we against again? Oh, MC Hammer.
And I'm not a big
Hammer went broke.
No, I like the Jay. First of all, I don't know if y'all remember the song. Like the leak of this song came out first.
No, that's
it
what
sounded
sure.
terrible.
That's why I brought it up.
Like the mix sounded horrible,
year
but we
before.
yeah, and we only heard. I think it was only Ye's
only
verse,
Yeah,
and we was like,
oh no, I was going nuts, bro.
no, I was like, I had this on a
I thought it
CD
was
for
just the
sure.
underground. Yeah, I thought it was never gonna be
It was
like
off a break too.
Yeah,
right.
I
It
was
was in a
like,
break,
he
yeah.
back.
Yeah, he was back with
He's
that.
back.
But it was so
Yeah.
dark for him to come back to too.
Right, it
No,
didn't
no,
make sense.
no,
It
no,
kind
yeah.
of out of context.
That's
It
why
didn't
it
make
didn't
sense.
release.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the graduation 808s, my dark, beautiful, twisted fantasy era. So first we'll get graduation over with. I put college dropout, late registration, and graduation,
I thought
but
so too.
but
It's a little different.
sound wise,
Yeah, this is album a little sonically.
it's a complete
I put
departure.
it by itself. But
I understand.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear you.
that's
I understand
fair.
that.
But I
The
hear you.
features are very few, right?
Yes.
It's only on graduation. It's only like Mos Def,
Wayne and Mos
T-Pain.
Def.
We can get in
Wayne.
that drunken hot
Yeah.
girls too. Y'all. I don't know how much time. We can be here all night.
So
So
graduation is a nearly perfect album.
Yeah, I knew. Yep, you sound like the
Nearly
review.
perfect.
Yes.
It's so great. No, you know what's that's his fault.
My favorite song.
The sequence is probably some of the best
Actually,
sequence.
Barry Bonds
Go
might
for
hold
it.
it back. I'm sorry. I wanted to start off by saying that the rollout for this, because we was talking about Kanye rollout.
Let's talk about it.
Is probably
Top tier.
It's the last great rollout, and it could be the greatest rollout of all time. It's the 50 Cent
The 50 Cent.
versus Kanye.
Which you know they coordinated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 50 talks about that in
Well,
the interview.
50 needed it, but a lot of people thought, where was y'all at? I know what team you was on. Whose side was you on?
So the
Did
pro-
I think
you buy
y'all
the
all was
album
on
or
Curtis
what?
in my school, and I was literally the
That's
undergraduate.
that's
Now you
cap.
capping heavy.
That's a cap.
See,
Nah,
this
'cause
is
that's what I'm
Vince,
saying. You not the
Get to
biggest
it.
fan, bro.
I was.
No, we
I
gonna
Oh
get
my
to it
gosh.
now. So we all went to high school together.
Yep.
We all in the same grade. Van came to the same high school. Van went to freshman year, went to a different school.
Yeah.
His sophomore year, our sophomore year, Van came over, and this is post late registration.
Right,
At
right.
this
That's what I'm
time,
saying. Exactly.
Van is calling Kanye West the best rapper alive.
I was
There's
calling him the
only
best
one-
after college dropout. in my other
Exactly.
School too.
Oh no,
Just
I
a
believe
side
we
note.
just didn't know you did.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's only one problem with this scenario, people.
And
now again,
I'll
me
talk
and
about it.
Lance both like Kanye.
Yep.
We just don't have him as the greatest rapper
Yeah,
alive because
They like
there
Wayne
is
or
something
somebody.
going on at this time.
You talk about it.
You want to take it
Talk
away?
about it. Well, it's two things going on. So, first of all, Wayne was living.
Wayne
my
was
God.
Wayne was
that
alive.
guy.
Dedication
This
was
is- yeah, this is-
existing.
So this is dedication two. This
Two.
is drought three.
Drought 3.
A bunch of idiots in my school. Yeah.
And the second thing that happened is that diplomats existed. Not Cam, Jewels, and Freaky. Like those are cool.
Yeah.
We talk about the extended cast, bro.
Right.
J.R. Ryder,
J.R.
Harold
Ryder.
Rell,
Harold
like
Rell.
40 Cal,
Ja, what up,
Jaja, the SAS boys from
Uncasa.
London.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things happening, and you gonna tell me that Ye with
Gold
late
Digger.
registration.
That's what they told me. Like the
No.
Gold Digger rapper.
No, that's
That's what they
exactly
told me.
how it was.
Yeah,
Nigga like
that's what-
Kanye
that's
the
what
best
they told
rapper
me.
alive. I said, what? What?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but then at the same time,
And then Can't Tell Me Nothing dropped. And that's when I would say most people's
Graduation-
collective.
graduation
I started
changed
to
a
see
lot
the
of
shift.
minds, bro.
I started to see the
it
shift.
changed a lot of people's minds.
Yeah.
And I
That's
want
a
to
fact.
I want to say, because y'all are like, your point kind of leads into mine, what I was going to say too. So this is perfect. Kanye was super inspired by Wayne during this era, especially
Yes.
the graduation.
I would say the
To this
consistency
day, if
too.
you ask him who the best rapper alive,
Yeah.
he'll say Lil Wayne.
Say
Right.
Wayne.
I think because he was undeniable. I think that because like Jay, I'll say this. I am one of the hugest Jay fans, but Jay, as far as inspiring people that are like Kanye type rappers, that's not really a thing. Like it's not a lot to pull from Jay.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Jay is the 7 straight summers. I used to be a drug dealer, this, that, and the third. But like when you're in this, like you're on fire. And when you're looking at the next kind of non-prototypical rapper, like sure, Wayne was Wayne, but like Wayne was also out of the box. He wasn't like anybody in Cash Money. He wasn't at all.
No.
He
started he's branched his own.
Yeah, and I think you can't look when you look left and right. Like Kanye had to look at Wayne and be like, yo, like, oh, the way this dude is running everything and killing every single verse. And that's where you kind of see that same pattern from Ye. Like, Ye's features are like, you know, I was trying to figure out the timing on Grammy Family if that was like post late registration or
between that.
Yeah, and because like he starts kind of getting like I remember him, man. Grammy Family verse when that
Y'all
came
liked
out.
it? Was y'all a big fan of Grammy Family?
So the album,
or the whole. I know y'all love the whole version.
I don't like the whole version as many
really?
as the New York people like the whole version.
Okay,
but like, so I heard the first time I heard. Yeah, the first time I heard Grammy Family was actually on it's not even on streaming, was on DJ Khaled's first album.
Yeah.
It's called Listen. It's not on there no more.
I heard it.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not on. Listen isn't on streaming.
Okay.
I'm guessing you know how that goes,
But
it is on Consequence album, like subsequently. So like, which is crazy that's on there because nothing else on there sounds like it at all. But when I heard it, I'm like, this dude Kanye kind of crazy, bro. Like that's how I was like. First, I was like, he alright, but like his verses, even with Diamonds and Late and all this stuff, his verses would never blew me away. Mm-hmm. The songs always blew me away.
Yeah, and I was going to make that big point that Kanye is one of the best song makers, but especially during the early career and even now, or not now, but like now in the timeline of graduation, he was his just as a lyricist. He might have been like still lacking a couple of things to some people. I still think he was dope. I thought he was really like simple, though.
No, I thought it was hard, but I thought like
punches, bro. His punches was
he
crazy.
was punchy.
Mayonnaise, color biz. I pushed Miracle.
He said that on 5 songs.
He did.
He said that on 5 songs. I can play them all.
I mean, he still ain't officially said it though. He said it just to say he said it on the outro.
He said it in the outro. And then he said it again. He said it. But like I think I would say Graduation is that turn for me lyrically for Kanye. Okay. Because the songs are amazing. The production is amazing. It's succinct. Ain't no skips. I remember I had Good Morning as like my waking up ringtone or whatever on my little flip joint I had back then.
For sure.
And it's like...
And this is Style Ye, kind of. Yeah. Even though Style Ye was already there, this was really...
this is like for real.
He was styling, but it was like
almost
polos and stuff.
And
it wasn't outlandish.
Yeah, like just cult following Ye started happening around this time.
Yeah, well, you know...
That tuxedo might have been a little Guido.
Somebody tells a story about this, and I got the story wrong on another pod, so I'm correcting it here. The part of the album release party for Graduation was him syncing up his favorite animes to every single song, and like the cutting it at certain points, and that's what he played for people. Like he invited them into a theater and played it. So you saw kind of like
bigger than the music now, and
that's where he was always headed, where he was always going. I don't want to harp on Graduations too much, but
cool. We can keep
he had the glasses with the lines and all. I just want to throw that out there.
And then it lasted about 3 months.
But it was hard though.
Yeah.
He took over the streets.
Then he made you tuck your summer.
The tour was during this time too, right? Glow in the Dark tour. Yeah. That was during this time.
This is what I mean by artists in general. This is bigger than music.
Nuts. Nike Yeezys going crazy. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh no, you talking about the Red Octobers?
No, but it's before the Red October.
Yeah,
the first
the regular
Red October.
The what, like the ones and twos,
Yeezys,
right?
Yeah, this one's.
Oh, right. Still Nike, early night in that Nike deal. But so he takes a turn in life at this point at 808s, right? He loses his mom, breaks up with his fiance at that time.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
And splitting a bucket at KFC.
Yeah, it's there's the. In post-graduation, like in between this time, before that was the whole George Bush hates black people. Like a lot of his, it was antique and then it got real serious and deep and dark.
Yeah.
And he gets I like to call this the Kid Cudi stimulus package. Prior to Drake, this might be the best stimulus package to give to an artist.
What'd you say?
So 808s.
Kid Cudi?
Are you trying to say this is like what?
I heard.
Well, you can read the credits. You can read the credits.
No, I hear what you said.
No. So for non-Drake fans, there was an error where Drake was lacing everybody in the industry, right? Jamie Foxx, Fall for Your Type, Alicia's Keys.
Oh, everybody. Yeah.
Every single body, rappers, singers alike. And he had Lucy's all through over SoundCloud. We call this we named it the stimulus package, which is why the actual it got so popular. That's why he called the actual streaming version of it way later care package, because everybody calls it stimulus package. Like they know Drake is finna lace you, and I feel like that's Kid Cudi's what he did with 808s. Welcome to Heartbreak, Heartless. There are a couple other ones. RoboCop. Those are all, but because he wrote them. Kid Cudi wrote them. You think Kanye wrote them songs?
Kanye wrote those songs, bro.
Yeah, he was definitely a part of it. I just wouldn't call it a stimulus package
John
just because
said,
a lot of people, especially at the time, didn't know. Like, they wasn't listening to these because Kid Cudi was associated with, exactly. They was listening to it because it was gay.
But
I hear what you're saying, though.
But he essentially created the outline for the whole 808s.
Yeah.
Kind of the backbone of the album.
A lot of people
sure.
give Kid Cudi a lot of credit for that album.
Well, he like
he's on one song.
That's cap. Read the credits.
Get your stuff
That's cap.
off.
First of all, you the Kanye fan. Bro, that's cap.
Get your stuff off.
He was on one song.
He literally wrote 5 songs on the album. What are we talking about?
Like Paranoid too?
Yes. He's on it. Bro, you know how this goes. You seen Kanye in the studio session. So. I'm not like a huge Cudi fan, but I was big on Cudi then because I saw where he could go. He kind of just went way left, and that's not really my vibe. I like the Kid Named Cudi mixtape. I like Man on the Moon. And I will say, like, I won't take that away from Kanye, though, because Kanye is like a creator of vibes. He could curate a whole thing. I remember Jamie Foxx talking about the whole Slow Jam story. And he's like, yo, I know what I'm doing over. Yeah. And then Kanye's like, yo, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. So, like, I won't take that from Ye. Ye is a curator of sound, hands down. But
he got help.
He got a lot of help.
This is throughout his career too.
Right. Well, and I feel like he utilized it the right way because some people lean on the help way too much, and we see where some of the folks end up. But 808s it's different, man. He told us that he wasn't gonna use no samples. Mm-hmm. He in fact did use samples.
I hate the lead.
808s. That's what he said.
Love Lockdown. I'm not a big fan of that leading off.
I kind of felt like
it's
that
one of the worst songs on the album.
On it.
I felt like he should have led with Amazing.
Would have been a perfect lead. It would have been an easier transition. I think Love Lockdown was the hardest. Like that was really digitally. I feel like
I agree.
And it was a rough. It kind of tried to come off how Yeezus with the at the beginning.
It was pre. Like he didn't have that yet. But he didn't have that yet.
He had a Wayne
feature on there.
He didn't lead with it. He let.
And that was a really amazing, and I love it because that's a great album.
Amazing,
I think
that song is fire.
And that's where
in context is great.
Amazing is fire too. I just want to point out that Jeezy had a horrible line.
Sodium.
Yeah, exactly. Standing at the podium, trying to watch my sodium.
See, you know what that is? That's when you be writing so many verses. You just gotta get it off, like
because the second line he's saying he's about to die. From
high blood pressure.
I never want to hear sodium in a bar though.
Exactly.
You talk about
tell me what your sodium.
You talk about minerals.
I'm not a Jeezy guy, so yeah.
I know. I like that's the thing. So like we'll flip to that too, right? So 808s era. This is where the legendary Put On verse comes out, right? Like This is probably one of the craziest. Kanye turned that corner.
Wayne.
He turned that corner and he's like, "Yo, I don't want to know. I don't want you to just know me from the songs."
Yeah, this is what's called too, right? What's the one with the on the other
feature,
the other DJ Khaled. When I came up, y'all gave me.
Oh yeah, it was Go Hard. It was the same era, same era, and that was a crazy verse too. I think.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's a nice song. It's a really good song.
Yeah. And it's like I think Kanye is definitely the sound is changing, the mood is changing.
Let's give T-Pain a lot of credit for because he was in the studio for those 808 sessions too, and he kind of helped him get that. He definitely helped him get it to where he wanted to get it.
Yeah,
too far.
808s wouldn't exist without T-Pain.
No,
because I feel like T-Pain showed people that this is not like a gimmicky thing that because. Auto-tune was literally just software sitting. Mm-hmm. The same way, like, Like it's like finding this and just
Roger
I don't really know what to do with it. People just hitting buttons, and then somebody comes in, plugs it in. It's like, yo, you know, you could do stuff with this.
Yeah, shout out Computer Love.
Yeah,
Facts.
The
So
OG.
yeah, no, you're right. T-Pain, he don't get enough love for most of that whole era and everything to now.
We talk about 808s, is well, who inspired 808s?
Yeah.
You know, because we talk about it like it's like the marker, like the now sound, like this where it starts a little bit.
right.
No,
But
T-Pain
who
was the mark of
who
You're
gave
right.
him the idea?
You're right.
I hear you on that one.
So I'm missing something.
Twisted Fantasy.
Before I get to that, I did want to mention one other thing. Dang, I forgot it.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that moment. So like the antics are still anticing.
Kanye was right.
Kanye was right.
I'm sorry, bro. Listen,
He was wrong
What
to
he
do
did
that
was-
to a young lady.
The action
That's
was
the issue.
that wasn't the issue, but it should have been the issue. The issue
You don't
was,
do
listen,
that.
Listen, white America, we tired of that. Listen,
Well-
I'm with you, bro. We tired.
Well, you see a theme of Kanye doing this, right?
Yeah.
Right point, wrong time,
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
continues to do it to now. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like that was the whole thing with
But
his.
the funny thing about that is he did that before. He know.
Yeah, we
he did
talked
it like
about
the
the
European.
European,
I had a little sippy. I
just
never
see him
seen your
walking
video.
out, and then you see him like,
It was worse there.
And
He
then
said,
just
"I never
walking.
saw your video." But
oh man,
and he right, bro. Look what I got did to man. They doing it nothing. It's all good. What we
wrong
got?
time, right
Yeah.
point, wrong time. But let's get to Dark Twisted Fantasy. So this has been held as, and we played So Appalled, which is off of there. This has been held as one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time.
So the reason why I picked So Appalled is because again, this arguably could be one of the greatest rollouts of all time. Just because that along with the good music,
started with Power.
with the Friday,
I
Good
wanna talk about
Friday,
that
Good
part.
Fridays.
Oh yeah, it did start with Good Fridays. It didn't
That's
start
what I'm
with
saying.
Good
like-
Fridays was great.
Power. Or was Power then
so-
Good Fridays?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Power was like a happy accident for him.
yeah.
If you look at
Hard.
the spacing of it, I mean, you can't see it on
About a
streaming
year.
now.
Also, he
it was
might've-
like, and it leaked. It wasn't
Right.
like, and it was not mixed like that.
Might have started TikTok for you boys too. Yeah, that Power video was like 30 seconds long.
yeah.
I didn't get the vision at the time. I was mad. I'm
I was
like,
mad
Yeah.
too. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
like
Well,
what?
he had a couple of does. Like the Flashing Lights video from me was.
Oh, what's the
was
one
a
with he
dub.
stuffed?
That one weird.
What's the one with he
That
stuffed
was so
Shorty?
weird.
When Shorty stuffed him in
That's
the trunk?
flashing lights.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, so
I
I was
didn't
already
understand
like, oh, your videos are just. Heartless was pretty good.
Is,
What-
I can kinda visually see
is this the best album of all time?
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Absolutely not.
Is this his best album of all time? How about
No.
It doesn't. The replay value is weird for me.
Yeah,
Really?
that's
Okay.
so. Yeah, that's my issue with Dark
that? The
Twisted.
highs is high.
Yeah.
That's my issue with Dark Twisted Fantasy. The
There's
highs
not
are
too-
high.
There's not too many lows on this either.
No, it isn't. But the lows are really low.
Hell of a Night is nuts.
That's the one y'all don't. I knew it, and I like that song. I think it's a great song.
Hell of a Night is crazy.
I think it's a life too. Yeah.
No. To be fair though,
Oh,
to
Hell
be
of a
fair,
Life. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
to be, it is. Oh my gosh! But to be fair though, I'm actually low key big on the album. My only issue with
No, it's
it,
hard.
my personal issue with it, is it sounds like Kanye is trying to make the best hip hop album. It doesn't sound like a real true expression of Ye, and you could tell because of
I
all
like
the
the-
features and
So
all of
to
the
me-
things going on around
Yeah.
it.
To me, this is best intro. Oh, I'm sorry. Good morning.
Oh, that's a fact. Dark Fantasy is
Is
crazy.
Ross verse on there the best Kanye feature all time?
Ooh, that
That's
might be
saying a lot.
That might
'Cause
be,
he got
though.
a couple whole joints.
Yeah, he got
that's up
Diamonds
there. The
remix.
Ross
he
is
got the
up
Never
It's got to be
Again.
top 5.
We might be sleeping on the consequence. GLC. GLC had a whole feature.
You talking about Space
Oh
Jam?
yeah. Oh, Dry Slow is pretty good. Man.
Oh, you talking about
He
Drops?
fits it perfectly.
I like
This
this.
is also
This is
he also
probably.
left them guys behind a long
Yeah,
time.
2
ago.
words.
I'll say. I don't know. I'll say it's a top 5, but I'll go even further to say that this is where Ross turns a corner, right?
Yeah,
Because
this is
before
nice.
this,
This is
Ross
great.
is
Because this might be Ross.
Masterpiece
bro.
Ross. Starts.
right. Yeah. Because
Masterpiece.
before this was like Port of Miami,
Ooh, yeah.
Trilla, which I
all
like.
trap,
I like
yeah.
those albums, but this is like classical rap.
Yep. That's
Like,
a good word.
this-
to
Also,
describe it.
actually, his best feature all time might be on this album. We sleeping on Nicki, bro. Monster is also on the song.
I'll say this.
I agree.
I'll say this. This is probably Nicki's best verse of her whole
I heard some
career.
people kill that verse.
I'm not gonna kill it. I'm just gonna say it's not better than Kanye.
They said all she did was like change her cadences a bunch of times.
Yeah. But you do get points for changing your delivery. That's a good thing.
Monster dude.
Yeah, they said she wasn't saying
Monster
nothing.
Crew, but she got off hotter than the Middle Eastern climate. Find it.
Yeah, she got off.
That's Wayne-ish to me.
Well, of course. Well, again, everybody is inspired by Wayne.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's true.
So I think, but no, I think I'll say Dark Twisted Fantasy was definitely top 5 Ye album for me. Top 4,
top 3.
The trilogy just kind of hard for me to like move around, but.
Okay.
If you want to put top 3, I'm not mad at it.
He has like all time songs on here.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at it. Yeah.
These songs
All of the Lights is
All of the Lights.
I will never. I'm just not
10 out of 10
that
song.
I'm just not.
Well, no.
But you can't deny, like you personally. But that's like.
But that's points though to me.
So the songs that still ring off
for stars, I'm bumping it.
You
but
bumping
that's like,
all of the lights.
That's the soundtrack.
Are you
to
bumping
America,
all of the
bro.
lights, in your car?
I like All of the Lights.
So when it come on,
I like
car,
how it sounds.
You're not gonna change.
It's actually the perfect song to play it.
What?
So I'm a list of songs I feel like still ring off today. Power, whether I like it or not, still plays
Power,
everywhere. Power, All the Lights.
I'm not playing
Monster still plays.
I'm playing Monster.
Devil in a New Dress. I feel like people still give it the respect, and Runaway, which I don't actually even like. Runaway.
Runaway, I'm not playing.
I don't even like.
I never play Runaway, but I get it.
Like it.
But y'all know what's hard? That's not. It said, what's the one where you did the like
Gorgeous.
Mama say, Mama say, Mama.
That was the verse though. That was Lost in the World.
Yeah, Lost in the World.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs too.
It's hard, bro.
Well, you know that's Bonnie Bear sauce though.
That reminded me of the first.
That's Bonnie Bear sauce.
I hear you. That reminded me of the first 2 albums.
What? That's her
just
verse.
Play on at the end.
So
that's her lyrics.
No, Bonnie Bear, who is actually from like Eau
Oh
Claire.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Bonnie Bear, the original song is essentially the same thing. It says Lost in the Woods. Kanye hit him up and said, I want you to do this, and I want you to say Lost in the World instead. But if you listen to it, it's the same beginning part. He just takes it, flips it, and then turns it into that whole Lost in the World song, which is different. But that whole acapella melody harmony thing, that's the original guy, Bonnie Bear or whatever.
Hard.
But it's hard.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard.
hate that. I hate how you hum to open it. That's kind of what Kanye started doing. I can do whatever I want, and y'all gonna love this.
Another poem on this one, right?
Oh, that's the one I don't like. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
Who gonna survive in America? Who gonna survive in America?
Yeah, no. And also, his messaging is a little weird. So I think like and this is the theme that we going into the next session.
I think the Illuminati thing who's playing around.
We might have skipped over that. Yeah. Is that
during
this time?
Well, it's during this time. It's right at this time.
Okay.
That's why Power video is the way it is. That's why On to the Next One video is the way it is. It was them kind of like playing with the imagery.
No, 100%. So is this around the guest verse on T.I. then?
Which one? Swagger Like Us?
No. So as Wayne get out, Tip go in.
No, that's way later. You talking about on that's Welcome to the World. That's on the album before he went to jail.
I like to welcome to the world.
Came back from jail.
Yeah. So that's not around this time?
No, that's a little late.
Because he talk about the Illuminati stuff on there.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
I remember that. I remember that.
What that mean?
But like I'm saying like so this is where we get kind of conflicted with Ye again. I start off as like the innocent.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah, but Hov a little different, right? So because I think Ye starts off as like the underdog, everybody's favorite. He's like the champ.
He took the crown from 50, yeah.
Right, and then he gets to this point of kind of like
villain role.
Yeah, and so his roles and so his relatability is affected by it. His relatability, I feel like, it still is superpower as an artist, and so that's why in this album you got Hell of a Life and then you got Lost in the World. These songs have no business being on the same album with each other, but he has the same his same dynamic exists on every album after this. It's like this weird like. yo, like I'm into what I'm into.
So yeah.
But also, yo, I care about people. I care about everybody.
Yeah,
I care
yeah.
about what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you're not relatable anymore. You know what I mean?
Well,
Okay, I got a question.
That's a
Because a
Drake
lot
bar.
of people tell you that "Gorgeous"
I'm a big gorgeous
is
guy.
his most lyrical song ever. Do y'all agree?
I think it's
Is
one
it
of
up
them.
there?
Answers,
It's up there.
answers, and
All
offensive
three verses are
answers
potent.
on the color.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, for 100%. Yeah.
The cop
with 30 Rocks, cop looks
like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
ain't
it
gonna
hit
lie.
harder after-
He
after
going
that
the
crazy.
verse is
That line
kind
hit
of
hard.
nuts.
He going crazy.
That verse is
bro.
nuts. I'm not
That's
gonna
also the triple. No, the triple double is the other song. That's the
triple double no assist.
act like I ain't had to belt it 2 classes.
Classic. Yes.
That's
I'm
hard.
after whoever who
He
has.
going nuts.
You got an argument there. I wouldn't be mad at you if you said
Yeah.
"Gorgeous" was his most lyrical, like bar for bar.
Christian probably wrote that.
Come on, we ain't
I know.
gonna lie.
I'm guessing. No, that
Oh,
sound
yeah.
like a mixture.
You don't like
that
Chris.
sound like a Big Sean, Sci-Hi, Pusha like
wrote Hell of a
collab
Life.
verse.
He said Bush wrote. Yeah,
Yeah, he wrote the
this is-
gang bang
yeah,
line.
alright.
Bang, bang.
I feel like Big Sean has some verses sneaked in here that
he
you
do.
know.
Nah,
Oh,
Sean, I don't think
over.
Sean wrote for Ye much.
Oh, you wildin'. That's why he's beefing.
I think
I mean,
that's
that's
where
why
the
he
beef
was
came
mad. That's
from.
why he was
I think he didn't want to put no verses on Donda. He's like, what?
Actually, the same way that Ye was keeping Jay afloat for a while, Sean started doing. No.
Oh,
So,
hold on. Talk
so
about that.
I wanna-
You brought it up, so bring it up. Explore that.
Sean started keeping him afloat a little bit too.
No,
dog.
let's talk about.
He
No,
was
let's
keeping both of them.
let's
If we
revisit.
keeping it real for real.
Let's revisit. You said that Ye was keeping Jay-Z afloat.
100%.
Talk about that. Explore
When
that.
Jay-Z retired, Jay-Z came back. Jay-Z dropped. What was the first song when he came back?
That was
Dear Summer.
No, that was Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come.
Oh,
okay,
album.
that's
Okay.
all right, but it wasn't really hitting like that.
I'm a big Kingdom Come
And-
fan.
Yeah,
I like
bet
Kingdom
you.
Come. I like it
Kingdom
more than
is-
Blueprint 3.
No, we're not doing that. I can't even do that, bro.
Well, no, you're right. Beat Share exists. Beat Share does exist on
Like
that.
Kingdom Come is cool, but it wasn't. He wasn't connecting with. He was just connecting with old heads. And
Right.
here come Kanye, hot as fish grease. Him and Wayne, arguably the two best rappers. Though 90% of people would have told you one person, there is
Yeah.
a 10% over here. It would
Yeah.
have told you the other person.
Yeah.
And now today, it was probably 50-50 shit.
Right.
But
I don't think it's many.
But
Wayne.
Kanye was in at this time. Kanye started out rapping Jay on these.
Yes. I mean, we can
these
mention. We can
songs
talk about
together,
it.
dog.
We can talk about it. Watch the
happened.
Throne.
Watch the
It wasn't
Throne
on my
happened.
whole list, but I wanted to talk about it because
If you ask me overall who had the hotter verses, I would tell you Kanye on that, dog.
that's a hard assessment though, because like
And I got Jay as the best rapper. Of all
because
time.
like well no let's I mean so if you look through Watch the Throne, right? Ham comes out.
Yep.
First of all, that did Jay no favors at all.
Is that where he dissed Wayne?
Yes.
Yeah, baby,
bro,
baby, you
yeah.
got baby.
So
buddy.
even in hell,
Why you
Jay-Z
dissing
had
Wayne? Why you
Jay-Z
dissing
had
Wayne right now?
the best bar on that
Huh?
song.
Why was he dissing Wayne right now?
Because they said
was
that-
summing back
Yeah, they
for
were-
him. Birdman said in the interview that Wayne 100% got more money than Jay-Z.
Oh,
That's why he was like, really? $500 million?
Oh, yeah.
First of all, that
you
didn't-
got baby money.
Yeah.
That shit
That, first
there.
of all,
Keep
I know he
it
that
didn't
didn't
say
age
that.
well at all.
Oh,
Keep it real with the kid.
Yo,
Niggas ain't
that
got
did
my
not age
lady
well
money.
at all.
Word.
Hard.
But then like post is like the whole Wayne Cash Money label money dispute stuff.
No, exactly.
And then
That's
there's
why he said
rumors
they
that he
age
get
well.
gifted cars.
Yeah,
and-
nah,
like
exactly.
yo,
Birdman, you a dirty boy. You a nasty nigga.
you
bro.
got
No,
as
but
much money as Hope. He lied to him.
no, but I think Watch the Throne is another example of. That's why I want you to bring it up because I do think it's another example of Kanye keeping Jay afloat.
So
They did.
but Jay kind of he
I
wouldn't.
don't
be
mean that in a
anywhere without
disrespectful
Jay,
way.
bro.
Huh?
Even with Jay wasn't. So this is kind of, and this is what I would say about Big Sean and Kanye.
Go
But this
for
is
it.
what Jay-Z was to Kanye, and I think that's even though I'm gonna do my own thing, right? But just you being affiliated and associated with me, just you being able to be on the Blueprint too, you know what I'm saying? Just you being able to get me on the guest feature verse
Yeah.
when you need, like,
No,
even if you
100%.
gotta force it out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this
So
is
that's
my
why I
thing.
think Kanye
Yeah.
got his mentorship from. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not finna fall. I'm not finna.
No.
You can come find me.
No, so this
you
is
probably
a
can
real-
come to me, but I'm
Yeah.
not finna be like
That's a
baby
solid
you.
point.
But like most
That's a
people
solid
look at
point.
it as if Jay-Z the only person that's giving out the this is mutual, bro. First of all, I'm lacing you.
with the beats.
Like
yeah,
you
for
ain't
sure,
got,
for
but
sure.
you ain't got to keep hearing like I hate to keep because I took a shot at Clark Kent on the last one. But you ain't gotta keep going to Clark Kent. I'm about to give you some fire.
Let's not act like the Neptunes and Tim wasn't still around.
Yeah, no, I
But
hear what
I
you said.
feel
But
like-
he was getting beats from Tim and
Yeah.
Neptune, and those was
Well,
like
right,
the only,
Gotta
yeah.
Have It is Neptunes, right? And I think
Yeah.
in a while was it says fully Neptunes, but it does sound like a Ye Neptunes collab, even though they got like 100% of the production credit. But I think you're still right. Like the sauce is Ye at this time. Even he's coming off making the best album, like arguably of all time, and then I think No Church in the Wild Ham was the street single.
Ham was the first single, and was it?
I think it was No Church in the Wild was
No,
no. Otis was the
Otis came out
second
when the album
street
came
single.
out.
Yeah, Otis,
Because they played the Funk Flex went crazy over that.
Yeah.
Talking about, matter of fact, do I got it? No, not that one. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, dude.
I was just about to go off on somebody. That bomb was about to. You was about to catch a shot, shorty. I'm gonna let you live, but you was about to catch a shot, shorty. I promise you, dog. I was about to kill her.
No, we got Saturday pod. It's a whole other thing. That's gonna be gonna wrap that up.
Straight up.
I got a
Oh my god.
I could talk about rollout. I got a
No,
whole
so
rollout.
what I was saying about the Big Sean was, so then, what is it? Good Music. You can't tell me that Sean on Click and Sean on, what was the other one?
Sean on Click
Lamborghini
was crazy.
and Lamborghini, like, bro, he was keeping these old.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, with Click, with Click,
he was keeping them relevant with younger.
That's what I'm
with a younger
saying. Yeah,
audience,
that's what
for
I'm
sure.
saying. Yeah.
I'll
That's
give you
what
that.
I'm saying, bro. I'm not saying.
No,
like,
he was keeping them
anything-
sharp.
But they
yeah.
verses, those are not very high Big Sean verses, either one.
No, they was just swag verses.
Yeah,
Come
for
on.
sure.
You just build our house up on that.
And that's probably Kanye saying, "Look, I didn't
Roll it.
make your own way." Now,
which I respect because that was what was allowed for him, with him and Dame and all of that. But so I did want to mention. So I wanted to mention Watch the Throne just because before I move to our next section, Watch the Throne is a weird album for me.
Yeah, I know.
Because
You be
it's-
hating on it.
Because it's like, what I realized, like in post our conversation, it has high highs
Yeah.
and extremely low lows.
Lift off is trash.
Liftoff is terrible.
I was just gonna ask you about.
So like there's
What
songs.
about when he told him to spin the beat, bro?
What?
That's my least favorite Jay-Z
Oh
moment.
no, that's the.
That's my least favorite Jay-Z moment.
I get
of all
secondhand.
time.
Street smart, but I cook smart.
I get secondhand embarrassment on that verse. I told you
That's
last.
what go hard.
Anytime I'm in the car and I forget, like this is that song.
Yeah, everybody had
And
12
then come on.
that'll kill too.
He should have let Ye. He should have passed it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wrote the verse and I was like, oh yay!
yeah.
And then
To see it in 9/11, I'm like, all right. The ad libs, nothing was good about it, bro.
Yeah, no, this album is weird for me though. That's why it is. So like, actually, I'll go through it real quick. No Church in the Wild, fire. Lift Off, weird, whack. Paris, hard.
Fire.
Otis, dope. For its time, I don't go back to it a whole lot, but it's still dope for its
Otis
time.
is
beat-
dope.
that beat was crazy,
Otis is
though.
kind of
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, beat is dope. It's just the song is kind of like, whatever. But Gotta Have It, fire.
For sure, one of the highlights.
New Day is not a song I like.
I'm all right. It's fair weather for me.
That's my B. I actually like that song. That B hard.
That's my
That's
a
Q-Tip. He produced that one.
it's a high and low song.
It
somehow.
is.
It's weirdly to rank it like that, but like it's
It
a lot
is.
to like and a lot not to like on the same song.
Literally. Welcome to the
Well,
Welcome to the Jungle. Well, I don't like that. I
Y'all
don't
not a
like
fan
that.
of the whole. That was a pretty much all whole, right? Yeah, had a line.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Swiss.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Swiss is the reason why.
Well.
Again, you talk about highs and lows on the same song, and that's how I feel about that. With that, Who Gonna Stop Me?
Hard.
Half of the song is hard. Burden to Excellence, fire.
Yeah.
Made in America, okay. It's a little slow for
I
me.
was a fan of it, but yeah.
Why I Love You, hard. I do like Why I Love You.
Hard.
It's one of the best whole verses.
You damn right.
Illest Alive. That was hard too.
That was hard.
Big fan.
Ham. Again, I'm back and
You
forth.
don't
I
like
don't like
Ham.
Ham.
Ham is my.
Well, I don't like
I'm not
Ham
a big
because
Ham guy
I don't
either.
like Ham, and I think it's because of
Kanye
Jay.
8.
You think it's Jay?
I think it's. I don't like
had
Jay.
the
I didn't
best-
like
He had
Kanye
the best
on there.
punchline. Oh, you wow.
What else Kanye saying on there?
Heavy. What?
Nothing.
Come on, man.
What did Kanye say?
Come on, man. We not doing
Is
that.
that
I don't
the kicking
remember that
Pam?
verse.
Huh?
Yeah, kicking bitches out like Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I
last
can say that. Yeah.
But all right. Prime Time Whack,
Say that.
Joy,
Practicing.
which is a bonus track,
No
hard.
kid. Come on. The bonus tracks is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's, I don't know. Anyways,
What's the 2 for song?
the 2 first?
Murder for Excellence.
Yeah, Murder for
Yeah,
Excellence.
Murder for Excellence. That one hard.
Both.
That was so hard. That whole
Like
song.
equally.
Shout out to actually that's the Swiss beat I like, and then it's S1 on the second beat.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. He breaks down.
Decadence.
Yeah, that's the J. I've always liked that J.
That was a tough J.
That was actually that's
Smooth.
like
That was-
Y'all old.
you didn't like that J?
Nah, man.
What is up with you, bro?
First of all,
Get your friend or
nah,
foe
that's
ass
the
outta
joint.
here.
See that?
He
I
said-
don't have to see you because it's
No,
all.
imaginary
I gotta look that
players
up.
ass outta here,
Yeah,
man.
yes, sir.
Nah, that
No,
verse.
I like Black Excellence J, but I need you bragging, bro. I
Well,
need
that's what-
Cristal talk. I need Ace of Spade talk. I need drug
God.
talk. You're
Anyways, move on to our next section. So
He really lost them bricks.
as we
he won't smoke.
Nah, I'm
He gonna go on the regular one, guy.
no, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna make it a short. We gonna put that everywhere. All right, so let's get into Yeezus, Nanda.
Let's go.
Again, this is a wide range. That's only because I personally I like this range because not a lot changes for Ye in this time frame. Like Yeezus is like the peak of like his sound changing,
Okay.
and then it kind of
He got
gets-
married and had kids.
That's what I was about to say.
Yes.
This is when you was talking about relatability. All that went out the window when he started dating our Kardashian.
Yeah.
And this is when he lost a lot of
people.
his purest fans, bro, because
Right.
it's like you.
right.
George
right.
Bush don't like black people.
You literally said this.
He was.
You
You
said
are
this.
the guy, and this is the woman you picked. Now, this
Right.
is no offense. This is the mother of your kids, so I don't want
Right.
to get
For
too
sure, for
disrespectful.
sure. No.
But I had her as the devil before you started. And you did this to me, bro. And this
Yeah.
is the first time I let everything. So I was riding on the Taylor Swift. This is the first time I looked and I was like, yo,
Well, I think
what's
right.
happening? And this is sad because I mean we talking about music here, and I'm judging the man based off who he dating, but
But no, it's him because I was going to interrupt. I mean, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the thing about Ye is his family. Kim becomes part of his rollout. His family becomes part of his rollout.
Bound.
So he is the one inserting them into the narrative of his like the great Kanye.
Could he had just needed a woman in his life? He lost his mom.
yeah, exactly.
I'm a
well,
couple-
the mom and
I mean, a long
well,
time
fiance
ago.
Which
or
I'm
whatever.
okay with that.
Long time ago.
But I think my issue is with Kanye is like very theatrical. Everything has to be grandiose. And I think the problem with that, and just from real, like, you know, being married however many years is like, that's not how life go. Like your role, like you can't roll out your girlfriend and wife and expect everything to kind of stay as majestic or as, that's not how life go. And I think Kanye thought it was gonna go different for him, which is why the whole past decade really kind of low key been hard to watch, because it's like you see a man who was high esteemed, held everything up, kind of crumbled, fell apart, had the mental issues. So like, and it's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of, I feel bad for him. Like again, everybody,
It's hard to
and
feel
nobody
bad for him from some people's perspective.
Y'all like Cold?
J. Cole?
the song.
No, Cold, Third Flu, yeah.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it.
Me too.
I like the beat.
Me too. How you feel about Jay dropping him from the team?
I was being a little arrogant. Man.
That was hard.
Jay, come find me, man.
Jay, come find me.
That was hard.
And that's what I'm saying. I think I noticed the antics started to get a little.
Yeah, so
This is why I don't
Sway,
think
right?
we kind of overpassed this, but like Kanye might be equally a good as marketer as he is an artist.
Yes.
No, correct. Because all publicity is good publicity.
From since the inception of his career,
even these antics is good publicity because you got people talking about you. In the end, some people is gonna be like, okay, I'm over this, but still having your name out there, his name would never not be.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
But so
and I don't think this was much label help. I think this was him rolling shit his own thing.
Right. So the antics that went on during this is like the Sway interview.
Ooh.
Yeah,
and this is.
I like the Zane Lowe one.
But well, you know what's funny again?
Zane Lowe was crazy. My man brought the leather sweatpants.
Go watch that. That was fire. It was a great interview.
Actually, I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy watching. But again, point, wrong time. Yeah. And I feel like I like watching all Ye interviews. They're all at that. He had a stretch where it was like he didn't say the same thing in every interview. No, that's usually what people do when they album roll out. They go up to all these radio stations. They say the same stuff. They love their mama. Yeah, he's like literally, I'm going off on this person, this corporation, this, that, the third. He was right, except for the Sway stuff. He was wrong about Sway.
Well,
that did not age well.
He was right about buying Sway's first TV. Until they showed the TV, it was the TV with the VCR at the bottom.
Yo.
First of all, you still hit rewind?
Got the answer, Sway.
I hope you didn't leave that.
Yeezus, good album, bad album. What you got?
Good album.
I agree. Yeah. This man.
Talk about
what did I do?
Man, so this is we grown now. We going out now. Man gets the album. He picks us up and he's playing it. Now, Yeezus on first listen could be a bit much.
It is. It's not the Ride Around to album at all. It's not. I'm with my guys. We about to go
this
get
is what happened with the 808s album, and you made me take it out when it first came out.
Right music, wrong time.
Yeah. I wasn't ready to accept it yet. I don't want to hear this singing crap.
Also, so again, this album rollout. New Slaves, I believe New Slaves was the first single.
Yeah.
And he had the visuals playing on
across
random
the
walls.
world.
That is crazy. Only him could think of something like that.
And actually garner attention from it because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people.
And to pull it off.
Yeah.
That song itself, that song was powerful to me. Like on verses, he was going crazy.
Yeah. Again, this is like Ye is understanding now how to put a verse together and command attention. It's not like I could use comedy, but I could just command attention with my words now. I don't have to use the same kind of. Ain't no skits, ain't none of that. It's like very vulgar, bold, And I think like that. I think that's why I can't be mad at it. The only thing with this album that gets me sound wise when I first heard it, it was hard to kind of get. Yeah, it was a lot of like
the first song instruments that you hear.
Right, your on site being the first song of the album is kind of crazy.
Very fire song.
Easy approaches.
Very tough. I can go back and play that now.
No, Black Skin Head.
Black Skin Head might be one of my favorite songs. Top 20.
But
top
other
20.
than Keep It 300 like the Romans.
Yeah, that was kind of bad.
Yeah,
I'm a big
but I get it.
Hold My Liquor guy too.
Which one?
Hold My Liquor.
Hold My Liquor is hard.
First of all,
bro.
Chief Keef, that's kind of crazy.
Hard.
That's kind of a crazy to get him in that bag, and that's not even like normally the bag. No, he was in there. He caught Chief Keef in like prime.
Edited that and made it sound. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make you.
Because no other Chief Keef song sounds like that.
No, not at all.
To this day,
Bound to. First listen, that was immediately because that sounded like old Kanye.
Exactly.
I'm like, we found him again. Bound 2 was hard.
Yeah.
I like Blood on the Leaves.
Blood on the Leaves is crazy.
But like,
that
no,
sound, that's a big sound.
Like, I had an opinion on Blood on the Leaves. I was listening to that recently, right? What is he talking about in that song? Like, listen to it. Just listen to it.
I ain't gonna lie.
None of that makes sense.
No, he was putting a couple ladies in their place. $2,000 bag, no cash.
What is the song?
I'm on you. I'm on you, shawty. And that's you, actually. Actually, you probably got a wallet. Nothing, bro. Like, can we go? What's the next one?
Let's go.
Yo,
to the next.
what is up with my
Let's go
man?
to the next.